Howdy, Farm Guy here, and this is Lode King Containers Super B by Hispano on Farming Simulator 22. It's for all platforms, PC, Mac, and console. I'm on PS5 here on Rock Crawl for this demonstration. It's more of a demonstration than a test because his stuff all works pretty good usually, but yes, test, demonstration, explanation. 200.48 megabytes to download, so it's a pretty hefty on the download side. However, we do have it's a package deal. Let's first discuss where we'll find them. We'll find them under tools and miscellaneous. So there are 4, and just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Yes, 4 trailers. Right. Miscellaneous. There we go. So, what are these? So, there's 2 kinds, sort of. So, we have a Container Super B front, Container Super B rear. And then we have a Container Super B front tipping and rear tipping. So, what's the difference between those two? Well, we'll show you in a moment. But first, let's consider the Container Super B front. And this is going to be pretty much nearly identical to everything else, but there are, 1 or 2 differences. So we'll start out with the container size 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40 with 4 axles, or 45 foot with 3 axles or 4 axles, right? So for the purpose of this test, we are going to go with the 20-foot configuration because that's the container sizes I'm using. I would highly recommend you using all the same sizes if you are going with this system so that everything is interchangeable. If you go now, there's high top trailer or high top containers, but is that the height is not important. It's the length, the 20 foot, 25 foot, 30 foot. So, having said that, we'll go down to wheel brands: Continental, Nokian, Trelleborg, BKT, Michelin, Vredestein, Continental. So, we have a few options in tires. That's all pretty standard as far as Hispano's going, as Hispano modding. Now these are the Container Super B front, not the tipping. So these are different. In this sense, you have the tension belt 20, 30, and 40 foot only. Remember that, 20, 30, and 40 foot only. Yes or no. So if we go 20, 25, you don't get it, even though say yes. Remember, see that? 30 foot, you do. You got that option. So we're going to buy one of those just to show you. Let's go back to 20 foot. What that is all about. And then colors. Main color, we have a ton of main colors. Now this is going to be your frame, the main part of the frame. And even if you choose Giants colors, no charge. Design color, those are the little, let's see if I can make it a bright color. Yellow, no, it doesn't stand out. Orange, maybe. Those are the twist locks. Color of the twist locks. And then color stickers. Oh, we have color stickers here. That's the color of the stickers. I can't get any closer. Let's change that to dark blue. Yeah, so there we go. So the Lode King on the front there, we can change it to white. There you go. And then the rim color, yeah, like so. And a license plate. Right, so let's just buy that one. We're going to take a look at that one in a moment. Super B rear is, as you can see here, the front one has a has a fifth wheel hitch at the back. This one is a rear container, does not have a hitch or anything at the back. So this would be like the caboose of the road train. And that also has all the configurations wheels. Now we also have the 20, 30, or 40-foot tension belt option for this one, and colors, etc., etc. Color stickers, rim color. Right, moving on to the Super B front tipping. The difference between this and the former one is you don't have the tension belt option, right? So no tension belt option, and this one is specifically designed for the grain containers more so than anything else, although you can put the other ones on there. Same 20, 30, or 40 foot, 3-axle, 4-axle, etc., etc. Tires, colors are the same, design color, sticker, rim color, all the same. And same with this last one. I'm not going to go through all of them. It is really all the same. Okay. How do they work? Well, I have two tippers here, and I have two non-tipping ones here. The non-tipping ones here, I've put a flat deck on there. These are all by Hispano mods. They also accept the Platinum Expansion DLC containers. If you're using those, yes, they will work. So we have the liquid and a flat deck or auto. This one isn't auto load, just a flat deck version. And you just use, this is the Liebherr SC350T. That I would highly recommend that to move these containers. It is the easiest. Here's that one with the tension belt options, and if you, yes, there we go. You can manually attach those. So if you have anything, you want to use this as a flat deck too, you can just throw your whatever on your bales or whatever. It's not auto load or anything, but yeah. So that one's with the straps. Okay, on to the good stuff. Let's hop in our vehicle here and attach them. Now, as I said, the front section has a fifth wheel hitch, and we have lights, signals, no reverse, no beacons, right? So as long as we're clear on that, I'm going to turn my signal off. Now I do have another front section here, and I'm just going to show you here for demonstration purposes that you can hook two of these up. If I can back up properly, that would be nice, and get my camera around so you can see what I'm doing. Or I can see what I'm doing. Oh dear, I'm doing a terrible job of reversing. Come on. Oh, I missed it. The longer trailers are... There we go. So, as you can see, they easily connect to each other. You can put as many as you want, or can. Although, obviously, the more you put on there, the more difficult it is for them, for you to pull it and for you to get around and maneuver, etc., etc. Right, so let's use the traditional manner here. I am going to hook up the rear section, and I will show you how to attach the grain containers, and we will. So, as you can see over here, you don't have to have them all the same. You can put whatever container you want on whichever section you want, and I'm just going to pull ahead here and jump into the Liebherr. Excuse me, fly, go away. And we're going to, if you want to know more about this, I have a review video specifically for this piece of machinery. There are other ways, like I said, of moving these containers around, but this is really literally the only way I do it. It's kind of expensive, and it's really, well, yeah. anyways, we drive over top of here. There is a bit of a, let's see here if we can, yeah, that's not good. You want to line up the corners of the container to these corners here. That is basically how they connect, how it locks on to, oh, I'm in the wrong vehicle here. So when we lower this down, we can maneuver it, and yes, we're very close. Press your X and release it. Back away from the trailer, or you could drive away if that is the last one. But we're going to put the other one on there. And I am not the most adept at using these type of especially like wood harvesters and stuff like that, but for some reason this particular piece of machinery is so easy to use and kind of intuitive as to basic operation. It is just incredibly well done, I think. So, but anyways, enough of the Liebherr. Here we go. We got them very close. It's close enough. It will automatically snap in once we hop, well, not automatically. So we have our front trailer highlighted, top left corner. The first trailer is lit up, and we press X. Oops. Press X, and why did that one do? There we go. That's funny. The back one hooked up first, but you see the front one hook up. So now we got them both attached, and we can open the cover and open the cover and fill them up. So we'll put wheat in this one. And in this one, we will put, let's put fertilizer. Why not? So yes, you can put whatever you want in the front, whatever in the back. You can use this this system for collecting crop in the field. There's yes, I have a whole review video on the containers. Each container, depending on which containers you want to use. I have one review and test and explanation for each of those. But this is the trailer we're talking about. Now, there is one thing you need to know when you are unloading with the tipper. As you can see here, you must have the actual container highlighted for you to see. There we go. Wheat, start overloading, right? So R1 and triangle, and there we go. Tipping, and we're going to empty it out. Empty it out right there. You don't have to unhook anything or anything. Now, if you are here and you cannot get that little icon at the bottom to pop up, you may want to double check this. L1, right here, L1, so the trailer itself, notice the trailer itself is highlighted. This particular one down here, not the container, the trailer. Sorry if I'm being very specific about this, but I need to. L1 and X means open the twist locks. So let's take a look here. What does that do? L1 and X. Notice that little... These things moved. Now it's not locked on there, although it is locked on there, but it's not. And so now it won't tip. So watch that again. The trailer's highlighted. L1, X, twist, lock the twist locks. They're locked. Now they automatically lock when you put them on, but sometimes, well, you know, things happen. Now, as you can see, start overloading. Just like that. So, can unload that one, and depending on how large your dump point is, you may or may not be able to dump them both at the same time. And let's see here. I'm just going to do. I'm going to hook up a couple of them together here. All right. So I have the end tipper with the front tipper and another front tipper, and I have the one with the front tension belt attachment, and I have a front one with a flat deck. So yes, they all hook together. You can make some enormous long road trains, and it's actually fairly easy to pull. Of course, if you have them loaded, depending if they're Unreal. If it's an Unreal capacity one, they're not going to weigh hardly anything. So you could have some kind of crazy capacities running here. So that's just a little example of what you could possibly do. Now, I know there's one more thing I wanted to cover, and that is, can you put the grain container on the non-tipping? Well, you won't be able to. I guess you would be able to put it. It still has the locks on there. I have one here. This is the non-tipping trailer with the grain container on there, a bulk grain container. We'll jump up here. I have manure in there actually right now. Can you use this too? Can you dump out stuff using this, swapping, putting one of, mix and match, right? Say you bought one, but you have a few of them you want to use it for. And the answer to that question is wait for it. Yes. So it's non-tipping. It's an end dump trailer. It turns it into an end dump trailer, which is brilliant. I love it. Very nice. So say you have a sell point or somewhere you're selling your stuff, and it's kind of a low ceiling, and the tipper is hitting the roof. Well, don't use the tipper version then. Use the non-tipping one. So if we go back in there just to clarify, we have the standard container one, non-tipping, and we have the Super B front tipping and rear tipping. These ones tip when you unload. So if you don't want it to tip but still unload, go with the non-tipping one. You can put any of the containers on there or any of the containers on the tipping one, and they'll work just fine. So there you have it. That's the Lode King Container Super B by Hispano on Farming Simulator 22. Thank you all for watching. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's only a game, so till next time, bye for now.